All right, no BS. I'm going to tell you exactly how to find profitable deals really fast because I don't want to waste your time, and I know you want to go find some profitable wholesale deals, okay? My name is Nathan Payne. I've done hundreds of transactions. I've helped hundreds of wholesalers grow and scale their business, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to go do that, all right? So let's break it down. There's several different ways to go find profitable deals right now. Wherever you're watching this video, this is how you do it. It doesn't matter if it's 2030, 2050. This is how you find profitable deals. All right, so number one, if there are other wholesalers that are out there grinding and looking for deals, they are one of the best avenues for finding profitable deals that are free. Whether you're a flipper looking to get a deal from a wholesaler, or if you're a wholesaler looking to JV with a wholesaler, they already have deals. Now, you might have to look through tons and tons of deals from wholesalers to find a good one because some wholesalers are just trash and they have bad deals, but that's where you can find profitable deals. I'm telling you, I've been able to JV on thousands and thousands of dollars on wholesale deals where basically wholesalers will grind and they'll find deals, but they won't be able to find buyers for them, right? A lot of time they're not good at finding the best buyers, but if you know where to go look for good buyers and you know how to build relationships and even negotiate with buyers, you're going to be able to find profitable deals, okay? So number one is wholesalers, all right? It doesn't cost you any money. Just go on Facebook groups and you're going to be able to find wholesalers that are on there. You're also going to be able to get on email lists, email blasts. Like if you take the time to look at deals, even if you go on investorlift.com, you're going to see all the deals that are available. You can reach out to those wholesalers and say, hey, look, do you mind if I bring one of my buyers to your deal and see if they're interested in buying it? And if they do, then I can split the wholesale fee with you or add my fee on top. Now, I know that sounds really simple, but let me just tell you really quick, the best way to make money off of those deals, the best way is to find better buyers. Because a lot of the time wholesalers, what they'll do is they'll just put it on Facebook group or they'll just do an email blast and they'll just wait. They'll just wait for something to come in. The best way for you to go find the best buyers is if you take that address and put it in any of these softwares and you look for what buyers have purchased a property within that area, what flippers have purchased a property in the area, and you call them directly and say, hey, I got another property that I think you might be interested in. Would you like to take a look at it? I'm looking to wholesale it. It's as simple as that. But the thing is, a lot of wholesalers don't go through that process. They'll just blast it out and hope that any buyer that would want to buy is going to respond within that 2 or 3 days that you're dispoing it, right? If you intentionally take that lead, you put it into the software that you're using or Zillow and look at properties that have sold recently around that property that you're searching, and you can look at pictures and see, okay, this looks like a flip or not. It's as simple as that. But obviously on other softwares, you can just go, hey, what cash buyers have purchased a property here recently? If you guys want to know what filters and how the walkthrough of how to do that, I can do a video on that. Actually, I have a lot of videos on that. But in a nutshell, if you just look for what buyers have purchased a property within the range of that address that's actually being wholesaled, and you call them specifically, they're most likely going to be interested because they just flipped a property in the area. They understand the market, they understand the street, the block, and they're probably looking for more projects, right? And it's easy to negotiate buyers up, okay? If you're just like, hey, what would you pay? Then you're not really doing your job at getting the price higher. What I usually do in order to get that price higher from buyers is I just say, hey, look, there's some competition on the deal, because obviously there is, you're wholesaling another person's deal. Say, I want you to win this deal. What do you need to make this deal happen? All right. And I'll try to make it happen. If you are flexible with them and you're letting them know like, hey, I'm going to bat for you. I'm not just going to take your one offer and then just hope it works. I'm going to negotiate it for you. So let's say, for example, if a wholesaler that you're working with and you're wholesaling their deal or trying to find a buyer for their deal, they get an offer at $270. I would go to my buyer that I'm talking to and say, hey, look, they already have some offers on the table. They got one at $270. Now, look, in order for us to win this one, we're going to have to do a little bit better than that. Now, I don't want to go back and forth, knowing that $270 that's currently on the table, what could we go in with that's aggressive that can get this deal done? How fast can you close? How much earnest money can you put down? That is, number one, how you find profitable deals from wholesalers. Okay, number two, what's another way to do it? Agents, working with agents that have listings. Now, I've done several deals with agents on market. It's not my favorite just because real estate agents are hesitant with working with real estate investors a lot of the time if they haven't with wholesalers. So a lot of people do it, but it's not my favorite. again, because the agents are like, are you a wholesaler? I like to be really upfront with agents and say, yes, I am a wholesaler. And some of them like it, some of them don't. And by the way, I don't say like, hi, my name's Nathan, I'm a wholesaler. I go in and I say, hey, I do wholesale and I do fix and flip. I do both. But in this specific property, I would probably be looking to bring a buyer in on this one that could pay a little bit more than I can. Is that something that you'd be open with? And I'm really open with the agent just because I don't want to waste my time or their time. Now, where would you be able to find real estate opportunities, profitable deals? It's really like if they've been on market for a long time. That's usually like the best, like days on market is over like 90 days. That's really good because they just haven't had an opportunity to sell. I know when I had properties that I was trying to flip and it was past 90 days, I was like, dude, I'll just take any offer. But where you see a lot of wholesalers winning on listed properties is they're just really fast to getting to the property. Now, a lot of real estate agents don't want to work with wholesalers that are trying to negotiate without seeing the property. So if you're able to go see it, you go and see it, you make an offer, and you know it's at a price that you have a buyer for or it's a legit deal, don't be wasting everybody's time on the MLS if you don't know. But if you can go see that property and say, hey, I want to lock it up right now, a lot of the time they will accept an offer lower if you can say, hey, I can get it done. I just need 2 or 3 days due diligence and you can lock it up. All right. Now, what I like to do, it's called pre-flipping. I like to know a specific area and have buyers in that area where instead of me just locking it up and hoping I can find a buyer, I like to already have the offer lined up. So I would go to a property, I'd go and see it. I talked to the agent before I even went to the house and said, hey, if we can come up with a solid offer and close fast, is this something the seller will agree to accepting like quickly? And if they say yes, then go ahead, go see the house, make an offer. And meanwhile, you're talking to the buyer where the end buyer that's going to buy the house. And you could say to them, hey, I'm going to be going in with an aggressive offer. How much non-refundable EMD can you put down? How soon can you close? And if you go in with that offer that's already strong because you already have the end buyer, not with some crappy wholesale offer that's like 14 days due diligence, like $100 EMD or $1,000. Like if you can go in with like 50K down, non-refundable with like 2 days of due diligence, right? Or even 0 days of due diligence because maybe the buyer came with you. That is money, okay? That's the second way to find profitable deals. Again, not my favorite because I think there's better ways to do it. Working with wholesalers, they know who you are. They know what you're doing. They know who you are in the sense that you're a wholesaler, you're trying to wholesale like they're doing. Those are easier to work with. Agents, again, if you work with an investor-friendly agent, then it's not bad. Number 3, this is my favorite, and I think it beats all of them, okay? And I waited the last bit because best for last. So working pay per lead, okay? That's the best way, in my opinion, to find profitable deals. You can do cold calling, you can do texting, you can do all these other marketing channels, but pay per lead is money. You know why? Because you can spend money on these leads, and if they don't connect, if it's the wrong number, if it's for any reason the lead is not good, you can get your money back. You can get a refund, okay? Tell me any other lead strategy, any marketing strategy out there where you can get your money back. I don't think there is one. It's not like you can cold call and just be like, hey, the leads you've been sending me suck. Give me my money back, right? I shouldn't have paid you to call, right? Or if you're using a service or if you hired your own virtual assistants to call. So pay per lead, you market. If the leads suck or if they're not good data, you can get your money back. Not only that, there's the intent behind it. People are filling out forms. Now, usually they're filling out multiple forms. So if anyone's like, hey, this is an exclusive pay-per lead, don't believe that crap. There's no such thing as exclusive pay-per lead. Maybe it's exclusive. They're not selling it to anyone else, that specific service. But when a seller fills out a form online, they're usually doing like 4 or 5 in a row, right? Or they're filling out a form for somebody and that service is giving out their information to everyone. So don't pay extra for those, in my opinion, just because pay-per-lead companies will say exclusive. I don't believe it. Anyway, pay-per-lead's great because the intent. They're filling out a form, you're getting their information. When you call them, there's just more authority. You can say, hey, I got your information. I noticed that you want to sell. Do you have a couple minutes to talk? And then you take them through the process, your sales process. Now, the thing with pay-per-lead is it can be expensive, but if you have a money sales process, it's the best way to go because, again, these people are not like normally shopping their options. They're not usually like, I'm thinking about selling or not. Like when you would reach out to someone that's a cold call lead or a text lead where you have to kind of nurture it a lot. These people have made the decision. Now you just need to be the best at gaining trust, negotiating. So that's my favorite. Now there's a lot of different services that are out there for pay-per-lead, property leads. There's Lead Zolo. The list goes on and on with speed to lead. I use a specific company that that like you have to be a real estate investor to use, and they only allow a certain amount of people to use it because they want to protect their brand. Because when you call that company's leads, it reflects them because they're tied to that lead. It's not like these other services that just give them out and it's not really tied. The quality of the conversations that the wholesalers are having isn't really tied to the business. I don't give that information out just because we only use it exclusively for people that work in our apprenticeship. But I would say that if you want to work with us in our apprenticeship, just click on the link below and we can give you that information to the automated lead system where we work with that exclusive company. Not a lot of people know about it, again, because you have to have a certain amount of money to use it and you have to be qualified to use them. And again, I'm not trying to hold that information for you guys, but it is a secret sauce method that we have, and we don't just want to give it out because then it would just be flooded, and a lot of people don't qualify for it anyway. So check it out, everybody. If you're interested in working with us, those are the 3 ways to find profitable leads right now, whether it's in the future. It doesn't matter. If you can find someone that's looking for deals, you can usually help them find a buyer. Agents will exist whether or not they're going to be that busy. Like there's going to be that many agents in the future with AI, who knows? But I'm just saying, like, if you can work with the people where they know where the leads are and you can either bring the buyer or you can have people with intent coming in through pay per lead, you can find profitable deals. And if you're interested in working with us, because we are like an insurance policy for when you get leads, we help you call the lead, we negotiate the lead, we help you dispo the deal. We pretty much help you through the process through our apprenticeship offer and our apprenticeship model. That's what we do. We're not like a mentorship or like a coaching program where we just teach it to you. We do it with you. We do it for you because that's the real way to learn. So if you're interested in learning more about this, guys, just click on the link below. Yeah, that's it, man. I wanted to be quick and just to the point of what you need to do to get profitable leads. One more time, you can work with other wholesalers and dispo their deals. You can work with real estate agents, whether it's days on market is long or you're just really quick to the draw, or pay per lead, and you can get refunds on bad leads. And these are people with intent. You just have to be the best. Make sure you have a dope sales process. If you don't, work with us in our apprenticeship. We can help you with an amazing sales process. Our sales process is actually like kind of the opposite of what people teach. Instead of qualifying leads, we disqualify them. We actually push them away from working with us. We're like, hey, are you sure you want to sell for cash? There's a lot of different options. And what happens is when you disqualify a lead, people are just like, wait, hold on. You know what? I don't really want to list it. What do you guys have to offer? And we really don't make offers until we know that we have a lead that will say yes, our option, right? So that's in a nutshell. We're not desperate, right? We're not desperate in the sense of like, hey, here's my offer. Would you accept it? No, we don't make offers until we know they're going to say yes. Just like Hermosi teaches, it's a proposal. When you make a proposal, you should already know that the person's going to say yes, or you're probably doing it wrong, right? It's the kind of same thing when you're making an offer. Don't make an offer unless you kind of understand or feel you understand their situation if they're going to say yes, or you're kind of wasting your time. So everybody, I hope that was helpful. I wanted to hit you guys with this very fast and very quick, and hopefully it helps you guys get more profitable deals. And if you think this is good, leave me a like and a subscribe. Check out the apprenticeship offer. And if you think it's trash, let me know so I can make better videos. Later.